Hello everyone, Daphne here with another video for you. This one is titled Africa's Big Five. The goal for African adventurers is to spot all of the Big Five while on safari. These animals are the elephant, rhino, leopard, lion, and Cape buffalo. The African safari experience took my breath away. It was one of the most amazing and extraordinary adventures of my lifetime. Being out in the wilderness, up close to these magnificent wild animals in their natural habitat, is an experience so special that I am unable to find words to adequately describe it here. Actually, for me, one safari was not enough. I have been on 3. And my husband and I have another one planned for the autumn of 2022 when we are off to the wilds of South Africa on another safari. And I can't wait. Safari adventures begin by boarding a small plane. Here's me waving out of the window of the small plane that was taking us off into the wilderness. This photograph is of our little one-engine plane, bug smasher as my husband calls him, landing on what is known as an airstrip in the wilderness. I could describe this runway as more similar to a country road, a bumpy country road filled with lots of holes in it. But bump, bump, bump we did to the end of the runway, and it didn't matter how the landing was. We were thrilled to be on our first African safari. When we arrived at the lodge, our luggage was taken to our room by these intrepid women who carried our stuff on their heads. Even my son's tripod was balanced here. Everything made it to our room safely. I should say suite. It was just the most beautiful suite out there, and sanctuary lodges do a great job. Anyway, everything arrived safely, and we were so thrilled to be here. After unpacking a little bit and having a bite to eat, we were off on our first safari. And here we are spotting the first of the Big Five of Africa, the Cape buffalo. Many people are surprised when they discover that the buffalo is counted among Africa's Big Five because they look like big old domestic cows. But to underestimate this powerful animal would be a great mistake. Even lions run away when charged by an enraged Cape buffalo. Here's another picture of one close up having just chomped on a big, huge bunch of grass. The next we have the lion. Oh gosh, the lions we saw. It was just, what an amazing experience. We were fortunate we saw a great many of them. This is a female lion. What's interesting about lions is that the females are the ones who hunt for food and are the ones that take care of the babies and the young. The males are responsible for protecting the pride, making sure that no intruders get near the females or the babies. And you can always tell a male lion by his magnificent mane, as females do not have them. Here he is, giving himself a back rub out on the savannah. I love this picture. He was having a great time. Next of Africa's Big Five is that pudgy, fat-looking animal known as the hippo. Did you know that hippos kill more people than any other animals in Africa? I was astounded when I heard that statistic, but it is true. And also, did you know that hippos love spending time in the water? They're known to spend 16 or more hours every day deep in water. And they can hold their breath underwater for 5 minutes. I thought that was interesting. Here is a big guy swimming along, ears perked up. Oh God, they were funny looking, but fun to see. And this old hippo, he was agitated. He was screaming bloody murder. He wanted attention, and we really enjoyed hearing his loud bellows, which echoed throughout the savannah. We had no idea what he wanted, though, obviously. Here we have the elephant. Did you know the African elephant is the largest land mammal on planet Earth? Elephant experts describe them as a smart, emotional, self-aware, and highly social creature. It is sad to say the beautiful tusks of elephants are being stolen due to poaching. The Chinese hire natives to hack off their ivory tusks, an illegal activity, just so they could use the ivory for medicinal purposes. I find this 100% outrageous. It is disgraceful to the max. Surely there must be other medicinal products that can be used instead of stealing these beautiful animals of one of their God-given attributes. Here is another elephant up close, and we saw lots of them. It was always a thrill. They are really, really big, and they're used to the vehicles, the safari vehicles. And the other interesting thing about Botswana and other places in Africa is they do not allow hunting, which means that the animals are not afraid of these safari vehicles. They don't usually charge or do anything. They sort of ignored us most of the time. Here is the venerable rhino, and he is fierce. Unfortunately, the rhinos are on the endangered species list. The black rhinos are on the critically endangered species list. These guys, I'm told, have a very short temper. They're known for hiding. They're very hard to spot in the wild. But we were very fortunate to see one, that's for sure. Here's another one. This picture I snapped of this big guy. Don't you think they look like prehistoric animals? I do. Next is the beautiful, magnificent African leopard. We came across this beautiful manly animal, and we knew that he was probably getting sleepy because right under the tree was an antelope carcass. So he probably had just finished having lunch. And with a full tummy, it was probably time for a siesta. Here's another beautiful picture. Oh my goodness, those are magnificent animals. I just loved seeing them. You just can't imagine the thrill of, because you don't see them all the time. You can drive for a long time around the savannas and not come across anything. And then all of a sudden around the corner, you'll spot something magical and it'll just take your breath away. Another thing I loved about our trip to Botswana were the magnificent sunsets. Every afternoon, the sun would go down and we'd watch the different hues change in color as we sat and had a sundowner. Here Christopher and I are at the end of a day, another happy ending to a wonderful adventure. We were so fortunate because we got to see all of the big five. And I hope that you have gotten an idea from this video what a wonderful experience it is to take an African safari. It is truly a magical, wonderful experience, and I recommend it highly.